Good morning, everyone. Good morning on this Monday morning from the Rocky Mountains. Coming to you with a hashtag Be Home Together session and kicking our week off. We'll have these each day of the technical business week, Monday through Friday. And we have completed a month of these, which is wild how quickly that has passed. Hi, there's my number one fan, Michael. Hi, honey. And I want to start today off with some gratitude. I'm just realizing that as we go into another week of lockdown, hi, little brother. Hi, Noreen. Hi, Mom. As we go into another week of lockdown and having to be flexible and not knowing how long things will last, there have been several extensions of the times of reopening. And just a lot of turbulence right now in the world. Hi, Laurel. It's nice to see you. So I want to start off with gratitude. I'm feeling incredibly grateful for everyone who continues to work tirelessly to support people, whether that is folks in retirement communities, our healthcare workers, in my faith, the Christian Science practitioners and nurses that are loving and caring for people and healing. Those who are in education, continuing to pivot, as the word is. Hi, Abby. I know there's a lot going on. I live at a school. We're doing a lot of adjusting and meeting the needs of families and trying to keep the spirits of our students up, who all they want to be is here in the mountains. As you can imagine, that's not a hard thing to want. And we want them back, but we also want to be safe. And so I'm just feeling really grateful for everybody who keeps choosing the greater good over personal or self-interest. I know a lot of us are learning through trial by fire about patience, and especially those of you with kids at home or ill family members that you're caring for. I'm really grateful for everyone learning more patience right now. And so I just wanted to start Monday off with that sense of gratitude and invite all of you, of course, to find even those little things that you're grateful for. The things I'm grateful for personally is that I can go outside. And I did just go for a hike to do some deep listening and to get my breathing just going. And so if you hear me cough a little bit phlegmy, it's because I just hiked straight up the mountain and we start at 9,200 feet. So it was a good workout. So I'm grateful for being in the mountains. But starting this session, let's go ahead and start the way that we always start. And that is with an invitation to be at home in ourselves, to take a moment to actually feel that sense of dwelling right where we are inside of ourselves. Now that may sound crazy because where else could you be? But if you have any of that mental chatter that pulls you away from the moment exactly where you are, then it's depriving you of the greatest strength that you have, which is to be present in this moment, hearing that still small voice if you need answers, or even just in basic mundane tasks as you go through your day. So we're going to spend a little bit of time with that. So I invite you all to take a nice deep breath in and just let your arms relax, let your shoulders drop. Take another deep breath. Just blow out any sense of efforting, tension, fear, concern that you have right now. If you feel like you need to hold on to that, it will be there when we're done with this. You can pick it right back up again if you want, but you can also leave it behind. Let's do that one more time. Take a nice deep breath in. And if you notice my breath has slowed, each time we do that, we get to take a little bit more of that clean, fresh air in and let go of a little more of holding on to things that we don't need to hold on to right now, especially those things that we don't have control over. So letting that go, I invite you to close your eyes, and I'm going to go through the three things that we remember together every day. I belong here. I belong here in this moment, exactly as it is, exactly as I am, in the skin that I'm in the family that I'm in the location that I am in the situation I am in with all of its lessons here for me. I belong here. I am ready. I am ready for whatever this day holds. I am ready for what this week holds. I am ready for what is presented to me to actually work on, not the things that are not mine. I am ready. I am not alone. I am never alone because right where I am, I choose to be with myself, to be present to what is going on for me right now, whatever's rising up, whatever is demanding my attention. I can know what is mine and what is not mine. I am not alone because closer than my very breath is love divine, guiding, guarding, comforting, leading me to the understanding that I may not even be able to imagine right now. I am not alone. I belong here. I am ready. I am not alone. Take a nice deep breath, just like Lucy did in the background. And just let all of that find a place for you. If any of it rings true for you, give it a listen. So for our reading today, instead of doing a poem, I'm reading a little section to you from a book called When the Heart Waits by Sue Monk Kidd. She wrote The Secret Life of Bees, The Mermaid Chair. She's written several very successful novels. I'm trying to remember her most recent one. She's got one coming out, I think today, a new book. But anyways, that's not the point. So again, this is from the When the Heart Waits. And I've been thinking a lot about the idea of the chrysalis, the space of not even knowing, anything about our physical reality. How when a caterpillar enters the chrysalis, it actually turns to liquid. One writer called that transformative soup. A friend of mine calls it hanging in the goo, and thank you, Travis Thomas. That idea that we don't know what the future necessarily looks like on our planet, how we move forward with our businesses, with our communities, with our children's education, maybe things coming up with relationships. There's a lot of unknowns right now. And I've been really working to, anytime I become afraid, I have a lot of unknowns in my own life, to remember that I can rest into this moment exactly as it is and be in that darkness as a holy kind of dark. That whatever's coming out on the other side is something I can't even imagine. Like the caterpillar, how can it imagine being a butterfly? I can't even imagine. And so I keep holding that for our world as well. So, enough about me talking. Let me read this to you from Sue Monk Kidd. For me, the darkness is partially summed up in the word question. And I loved that. The reading on Friday was all about living the questions, living in them instead of trying to find the answers, live the questions until we gradually live our way into those answers. So for me, the darkness is partially summed up in the word question. I feel wrapped in an awful silent pondering that doesn't know any answers, only questions. It makes me think of that odd moment when, as a child, I kicked a ball into the air and it never came down. I didn't see it wedged between two branches of a pine tree. I stood on the grass, mystified, waiting. I felt then, as I feel now, as if my life were up in the air. I keep waiting for the answers to fall out of the sky, but they don't. There should be more gravity in waiting, more logic, it seems. The darkness gets excruciating. In fact, the other word that sums up my darkness is tension. In this dark cave of my own being, I'm brought into sharper contact with my pain. At night, shadows that I can't see in daylight play on the wall. I see my wounds, my conflicts, my incompleteness, and my longing in heightened outlines on the walls of my soul. I'd like to be rid of this darkness, to unwrap the cocoon, get busy, do something to take my mind off my suffering, latch on to some easy neon answer that will camouflage the shadows. But I have the sense, lurking inside, that there's a mystery unfolding in the darkness that can't come any other way. Could it be that this is a holy dark? I think it is. I think that this is absolutely a holy dark. And I think that we can all be transformed by it instead of just live through it and try to get back to where we were before. I feel like that would be, for me, the saddest thing, to go back to just being how I was before, instead of letting this uplift my sense about community and learning how to love others better, learning how to love myself better, learning how to trust divine love and that still small voice more and sooner rather than waiting. And so I really see this as a holy dark. And I hope that you all can feel that as well and feel a sense of being at home right where you are in yourselves, not needing anything to change in this exact moment, that you can find that peace that resides right where you are. And Gemma, thanks for joining. Shane, if you're still there, it's nice to see you pop up. Sending all of you so much love. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I'm here if you need me. Much love.